Hey, Lee Pennington here. I hope you are well. And for anybody I've not had the chance to communicate with yet, I do wish you a very happy 2017. Now, yesterday we held a webinar with one major problem, and that was my voice. I had an extremely sore throat, a little bit of man flu, and it was really difficult for me to communicate, and I think it was really difficult for people to understand what I was actually saying. So what we did on that webinar was give a lot of value with regards to new features that Facebook have rolled out. And I did say I would send the replay because I do know that a lot of people like to digest that information and go back and use it as a reference. But rather than send out the replay, I thought it much better for me to try to condense all that information into about 20 or 30 minutes. And again, it does make it a lot easier when you can actually understand what I'm saying. So my voice is still a little bit sore, but it should come across a lot better than yesterday. So what did we go through on the webinar yesterday? We went through, first of all, the new Facebook Messenger feature. Okay, we also went through the new Facebook Ad Messenger feature. We also went through Click Messenger, a software that we are using, and we also went through some ways that we are using and way that we're setting up our ads, and that's exactly what we should do on this call now, or should I say this recording now. Now, to begin with and show you the power of the new Messenger, I need to kind of roll the clock back and show you what it was like before. The issue with that is that Facebook have already rolled this out to all the Facebook pages. So to begin with, I'm just going to start at our personal messages, because this is what kind of Facebook Messenger to Facebook pages used to be like. And I can choose any one of these people who've communicated with them, and a lot of them are friends, a lot of people are asking me about things, but let's just pick one of them. Okay, and this is no relevance to kind of the way that we would now harvest kind of leads or generate leads coming in, but this will give you an understanding. So let's say I was trying to connect with somebody, or let's say I was trying to network with somebody, and I had to do kind of research on that. How would I do it? Well, basically I'd click on their profile name and I'd go over to their profile page and I'd look at all the information on that and get as much data as I possibly could. Okay, so that was quite time consuming. Now what I want to show you is what Facebook have now introduced, and to do that I want to go over to a Facebook page, which is the Dropbox Facebook page. Okay, and I want to just go to one of the last support tickets that actually come in, as support questions that come in, and this from a lady who was using Dropbox, and she was facing some issues, and she was just asking the question, and we are very quick at replying to questions, but she was asking a question that she was facing an error. So straight away, I've looked at the question, I've answered straight back, and she's replied with, no, I haven't. So now, in my opinion, this conversation could go either way now. Okay, it could be a friendly conversation, or it could go to a conversation where she's quite irate and quite angry. Now, why is that? Well, I don't know anything about the customer. I don't know if she's had any of the dealings with any of our support staff. I don't know if she's had any other dealings with any other kind of software developers, or if she's having a bad day, or, you know, there's a million and one things. So the problem with that is now that I have to try to not only kind of deal with the support question, but also what I want to try to do is show that we're not just somebody who, you know, let's say takes the money and then doesn't bother about the software, but we are kind of a community and we want to grab that person in. And this can be with you generating leads, and this can be with you communicating with your leads. So as I was answering the questions, what I could have done, I could have clicked on her tab and I could have gone over to her profile and I could looked at her page, but what Facebook is giving me now, if you look on the right hand side, is lots of different information on this customer, on this person who's contacting my Facebook page. So it's telling me the time. Is it late in the evening? Is it in the morning? Again, that may change my approach. It can show me when the person liked my page. Like, as you can see, they are quite new to my Facebook page, so they probably haven't even communicated with me before. I can look at where they work. So it's saying works at Wicked Spider. So I'm just going to open that up, okay, and see what that takes me. Okay, well, that's going to take me to her Facebook page. Now, what I actually did with this, I actually went and found the website on her Facebook page, and I actually found that she was a Dropbox user and she was using it on our website. But not only that, I saw that the website was very good. So what I also did here was saw that she's from the UK. So what am I looking for here? Well, I'm looking for common ground. If it's the first time that I've spoke to this person, if it's me messaging them, they're messaging me, I want that common ground. I want those kind of same things that we can communicate about, and try to kind of make it so that the conversation is more calm, okay, is more softer. And as I was communicating with her, I was doing all this information checking, and I also complimented her on her website. And straight away we've gone from no I haven't to actually haha, it's a work in process. So as you can see, the tone of the conversation has softened. Now, I'm not saying that that wouldn't have happened before, but by me just putting in Dropbox Social would also like to compliment your website, Wicked Spider. It looks amazing. Now, for me, if somebody communicated with me like this, I would feel as though that they had shown an interest in me, okay? And they weren't just looking at me as a number, as a ticket ID, but they were looking at me as a real individual, and they were doing their research on me. So that, again, would appease me. I would be happy about that. And straight away, we've gone from, I know I haven't, to haha, and thanks for replying. So, you know, we're you know, we've got the manners there, and it's just a better way of formulating backwards and forwards with a customer. The other thing that we can do here, we can add labels. So we can apply labels to certain people to communicate with us. Now, this could be that we want to bracket people who are potential upsells. This can be we want to bracket people in any kind of, you know, different ways that we want to bracket people with regards. They can be upsells, they could be potential people we get on a phone call with, they may have had numerous kind of problems, and we can also put no's. The good thing about that as well is that we have multiple admins of a fan page. Maybe that we want to add notes and let them, the other admins, know exactly what's going on, so they don't have to scroll through all the messages. You know, if there's lots and lots of messages there, they can find out a lot of information just through the notes that you've put. And that is one feature that Facebook have had in. As you can see here, with regards to labels, we can choose to follow up, we can choose important, we can choose different products or services, we can add them. So the good thing about this is that we can do a lot of housekeeping with regards to the way that we label and the way that we communicate with people. So how does this look in Facebook ads, and how can we use this? Okay, so what I want to do now is go over to the Ads Manager. Okay, now the Ads Manager, a new feature which has been rolled out. I'm just going to go to continue. Okay, and I'm not interested in the audience or the traffic. Okay, we've done many calls on this before. Okay, but what I want to actually show you is the format that we have. Okay, now what I'm going to share with you is something that can be used with single image, single video, and slideshow. Okay, but we would set our Facebook ad up as normal. All right, now this would be the ad which would go to the news feed or to the mobile news feed, and that's nothing new to you. I do appreciate that. But a new feature which Facebook have rolled out here is the Messenger. So before we had the website URL, when we click on the Messenger, okay, it will tell you that Facebook can only use this in the news feed and the mobile news feed, and you need to turn off everything like Instagram, sidebar ads, etc. But it will tell you that. Now, with the Messenger, what's going to happen here, we have two ways of doing that. We can do a message text, okay, where we just add in text, but the real power of this comes in the structured message, in the JSON. Now, what is the JSON? Well, you press the information, it'll tell you it's a JavaScript object notation, okay? Now, the issue that we've got here is that if you look here, okay, this is kind of code. Now, for anybody who's a coder, a developer, this is no problem at all. But for anybody who's not, you're going to have a real issue in creating these stunning looking ads. Now, this is kind of like an ad in an ad. And the way that this works is that you would create a newsfeed ad as normal. And when a person clicks on the newsfeed ad, they will get a personal message directly to them with the new ad that you create. Now, this gives massive advantages, and I'll go through those after we've showed you the demonstration as well. But some of those advantages that when a person normally clicks on your ad, they go away to your website. Okay, we can get a disconnect. We obviously have retargeting for sure, and we can track them via retargeting. But that lead generally has gone unless we're using a lead ad. Now, if they're clicking on your ad and you are direct messaging them and then they respond to that message, then you've actually started communication with them. Okay, now the beauty about communicating with somebody is that you can actually answer any objections that they can have, and you can also have multiple points of contact with that person. Now this is very, very good for anybody who's doing any form of selling. We know how difficult it is to sell something by just one point of contact. It does happen for sure, but that's why retargeting works so well, because you're hitting them with the same product, the service over and over again, and finally you are going to get them to make that purchase, obviously if they like the product or the service. And that's exactly the same with a lead ad, or should I say this text messenger, in the fact that when you first communicate with them, it may be that they're just showing an interest, okay, that you're a real person, they're building up that trust factor, they've got that micro commitment, and it may take multiple points of you communicating with them before they actually make that purchase. Now, what I want to do now is actually go over to Abby. Now, Abby did a fantastic demonstration on the webinar, and rather than me go through all the same things again, I'm going to link to what Abby shared with you on the webinar, and I will come back to you after Abby has given her demonstration, which is the same demonstration which was provided on the webinar yesterday. So I'll now pass you over to Abby.
So everybody can see it now?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so let's get started on a demo for Click Message. So Click Message is an app that allows us to create graphical messages that we can send to clients on Facebook Messenger, after they click your ad. So I've already logged into it, and as we can see, we can create new messages. We can manage our saved messages if we have any. We can edit our settings, and we can go into training. So for this demo, we will proceed with creating a new message. Okay. For this, to provide an ad name so that it will be easier for us to recognize this particular ad when you've already saved loads of them into Click Message. You can categorize them according to your business. If you've got different Facebook pages, you can categorize them by date if you want that, or you can go into topics. So for this, we can put real estate. We have a live ad preview on the right side, and it will automatically update while we complete the form on the left side. So under ad settings, the first one is a call to action title. So this call to action button shows up at the bottom of the ad. What happens is when people click this, it will initiate a conversation from their side. So for example, when we put, I have a question, and this is clicked by a client inside Messenger, it will send a message of stating the exact text, I have a question, from the potential customer to you. And this is a great way of starting a conversation, because when they click your ad on Facebook newsfeed and they receive this smaller ad inside Messenger, you don't see it. So the only way that you get to start a conversation with them is if they click on your ad inside. So usually we put, I have a question, or you can say, ask us anything, something like that. Next is the message title, which serves as the headline of your ad. For most of you who've done Facebook ads, this is something familiar. So for real estate, we can put thinking of moving. And then for the message body, or the sub-headline, we can insert a longer message that expounds on what you can do for them to resolve their problem, to provide your own solution, basically. Will help you find the home of your dreams. Okay. The other great thing about this, it allows us to add an image into the ad. So you don't be a programmer to do this, all you do is upload an image onto a website that can host it for you. So you can use Dropbox, you can use Photo Bucket, Amazon. We have an account we just opened recently. This is a free account on imgur.com, or I think it's imgur.com. And what you can do is you can add an image. You can either drag your image or browse. That's images. And then here it is. And then you click on the image, and then we get the direct link of it so that we can upload it onto ClickMessage. We need the direct link and not the image link. Select all, copy, and then paste it onto ClickImage. Wait. Copy, paste. There you go. As you can see, once we've pasted the image link, the live ad preview updates automatically with it. So we can see that the ad is building up as we complete this form. So the next is we are provided with a clickable link, so you can add your website to it. You can add any link. You can add a landing page, or I've seen a question earlier if you want to direct them to a podcast episode or a blog post, you can do that as well. And then you can put any text you want on the button. So you can add learn more or shop now, or for this we can put find my new home. Okay? And once they click this link inside Facebook Messenger, it will lead them to the link that you've provided. So already this ad can be sent to Messenger as is, but we also have these options that they call quick replies. So these are smaller buttons that come up at the bottom of the ad. Actually, it's outside the ad, and when you click it, it functions the same as the call to action title. So for example, for real estate, you can ask them whether you want to go for rent or you want to look for properties that are for sale, right? For gym memberships, you can add, do you need it for weight gain or for weight loss? What else? When you're offering a discount, you can add get my promo code or view new arrivals if you're offering a certain product. So basically, when they click for rent, it will send this exact text to from the client to your messenger. And it will also enable you to start a conversation with them. So after that, you can give them maybe a link to properties that are for rent, or you can, ask them in which location are they looking at, or are they interested in. So after that, we've got our ad already set up. Just get the JSON code, the JSON code, or you can save it and get the code. Of course, it's highly recommended to save the code so that you've mistake or you need to revise something once you've previewed it inside Facebook. It's easier for you to just edit management, just edit the ad rather than starting from scratch if you did not save. So let's save and get the JSON for this. So let's select all, right click, copy, and then go to Ads Manager. So earlier, Dee has shown us that how to start creating an ad. So we start with choosing your marketing objective. So you can choose whichever is related to the purpose of your ad. Click continue. You can add your traffic. Make sure it's not too specific and then it's not too broad, and that it's well balanced. You can select your placements, but for this, I would recommend automatic placements because currently Messenger ads are supported only by, I believe, Facebook newsfeed ads. They don't show up yet on the ads on the corner or on Instagram ads if you have an Instagram business account that's connected to your Facebook. Then you can select your budget as well. So we go over format, and as Dia said also earlier, we can only select the following three: single image, single video, and slideshow. So these are the three supported by Messenger ads. You go about it by uploading. So for example, for single image, you just upload your image, make sure it's in the correct image size, correct image ratio, and we've already done that. You can select a different image, a different one that you've uploaded on your smaller ad, or you can choose the same already, and then you can choose your headline and your text. So it will show up as like this. And then instead of directing the ad to a website URL, you can direct it to Messenger. Then we will remove the placements that are not supported. Okay. So we will go to JSON and then all. Press delete and then paste the message that we've copied from Click Message. Okay. Then click outside to update it and send the test message. So you won't be able to see the actual ad message inside Ads Manager, but you can see it once you've sent the test. Okay. So I believe you received it here. So now you can see the ad that we've just created in Click Message. It looks exactly the same. You can see Find My New Home, and when you click that, it should open up to Drop Mock. Yeah, that's good. You can click For Rent or For Sale. It looks also the same on mobile. Let me show you something here. Let's try this. Yeah, so it looks exactly the same. And when the customer clicks For Rent, you will see that it will send a message from their side to your side. So you won't be able to see that they've received the ad message, but you will see it. You will see that they're saying they're interested in properties for rent. The same thing with I have a question. It will also do the same. So it's either they'll ask a question after that, or you can proceed, you can take over, control the conversation and get to know your potential customer.
Okay, so as you can see, what Abby shared with you then is truly powerful. It's extremely powerful to be able to make these stunning ads that go directly to the inbox. And not only that, to give the actual customer choices, give them choices of what they're looking for. And these are the questions that have come in from Abby. So when Abby has clicked on those questions that you saw before, for rent, I have a question, okay? The beauty about that is that if you have a lead with those questions on, you instantly know, you've kind of profiled them, okay? You know more about them, you know what they're looking for. And what's going to happen is now I'm going to start to communicate back with Abby. And now I've kind of got Abby in the system. I've got Abby where I can now communicate, I can find a little bit more about her, I can use on the right hand side, which I showed you before, more information about her. I can label it, so we've got the follow-up, important, I can add notes. If you've got lots and lots of people actually messaging your fan page, then this is really, really good and really, really powerful to keep on track of exactly where you are with that customer and that potential lead. Now, what can we do with this? Well, we can use this obviously for ourselves, our own Facebook ads, our own product, our own services, but we can actually now go out to potential clients and actually do this for them and actually sell this service. And this is where the real power lies. Everybody knows about retargeting, for sure. Probably a lot of people don't know how to do it, but what this has done now, it's enabled us to even offer something extra, which is totally brand new. Facebook has just rolled this out, so it is red hot. So you can now go to clients and say, okay, I can actually set you up where we can get leads communicating with you directly and inboxing you and starting the conversation because they're interested in the service that you provide. If that's the way that you want to go, brilliant. If that's not the way that you want to go, you can still use the software for yourselves, and that's exactly what we are doing. Okay, and like I say, you aren't going to lose that lead because they're in the system and they're communicating backwards and forwards. So that is extremely powerful in what it was. Okay, what I want to show now is some actual messages that we've created, okay, and to give you some ideas in how that we would do it. So if you go to our save messages, you'll see all these different lines. So we've done fitness, promo code, social media, bonuses, online course, real estate, car sales, beauty, internet marketing, webinar, magazine subscriptions, app creator, photography, real estate, the list goes on. Okay, so how do these look? Well, we've created these so you can actually look at how they look within the software and actually how they look within regards to the Facebook ad that would go to the inbox of the person. Okay, so let me go to, this is one that we got people to sign up to a webinar. Okay, so I have a question, save my spot. Okay, another one we do, if you're kind of promoting any estate agent, travel agents, or anybody interested in travel, it may be that you're doing reviews, hotel reviews. These are all things that you could do as well. So we've got one that's latest travel tips. If you are building apps, okay, and you want to promote to people who potentially would want an app for their business, again, this is another idea that we had. Photography. Okay, and what we want to do here is potentially not even sell within that, but actually communicate with them. So I have a DSLR, I have a point and shoot camera. Again, really kind of being subtle in the way that we start to communicate. So rather than hitting them straight away with get a discount or I have a question, we can also have these instant questions as well. We've also done fitness, which fitness obviously massive for 2017. Every man and his dog is in the gym in January. It may be that you want to offer a special discount for yourself or for your clients, and again, you can do this directly. Okay, it may be that you want to do the live ad preview, the conquer the social media. So you may want to be a social media consultant. Again, this is an idea that we had with it. Okay, so learn more. I have questions. Okay, exclusive bonus. It may be that you're an affiliate and you want to communicate with people and deliver those bonuses directly to their inbox. Again, you can do this through the Facebook Messenger platform. Maybe you want to talk to them about internet marketing. Okay, if you're into real estate, again, is your client or potential client into renting or buying? And that's exactly what you can do here. Okay, are you selling cars? Okay, or can you go to a local business, a local garage and say, well, look, I can actually get people who are interested in purchasing a car from you, and rather than going in and opting into your list, you can actually talk to them personally because I can get them to message your Facebook page. Can you see how powerful this could actually be? Okay, and obviously health and fitness, that's another one that we were doing. Now, that is it, what we kind of covered in the actual webinar. And regardless if you get Click Messenger, which is an absolutely fantastic tool, it's something I strongly recommend. I do think you should look very strongly and very favorably at the new Facebook Messenger, and also the ability to be able to communicate directly with somebody via the Facebook ads when they click on your ad, and they can message your page directly. So that's another fantastic thing. On the webinar, I also went through what was the upsell of Click Messenger, so I will go through that. Okay, and that was actually Message Hero. Now, the difference between Click Messenger and Message Hero: Click Messenger allows people to communicate with you directly to your page once they've clicked on your Facebook ad. Okay, Message Hero allows a person to communicate with you directly for any time that they comment on one of your posts. Again, extremely powerful. So the way that works is that you connect to your Facebook account, the actual software, and then you actually find the post on your page, so whichever page that post is on, and then you set up a customized message to reply to anybody who comments on that. So let me go over to our Facebook page, Dropmog, okay, and give you an example of that. Okay, so say for instance we would have put a post here, okay, and someone then comments on that post. Okay, it may be that you are doing a review, it may be that you're offering something, a service, a discount code, and they just put want to know more. Okay, and then they just simply message your page. Well, automatically, what the software does, and this is the first upgrade for Click Messenger, it actually starts to now message that person directly to that inbox. So obviously I've mentioned that as DropMop, but if I was to mention it as Lee Pennington, then I would get a message directly into my inbox giving me information. It may be the discount code that I'm after, it may just be striking up that communication. But again, another extremely powerful tool to have in your arsenal. So like I said, I wanted to condense the webinar. The webinar yesterday was over 60 minutes. And what I also want to do is show you the bonuses on this page. But the main thing that I wanted to share with you as well is the new features with Facebook Messenger and the Facebook Ad Messenger. As always, thank you so much for listening. And if you have any questions, just simply hit reply back to the email that we sent to you, and we'll happily reply back to you as soon as we possibly can. Thanks again. Speak soon.